Welcome, everybody. We're so excited that you're here. I got some weird lighting issues going on. My name is Melanie Greeno. I'm the CEO and founder of She's Creating an Empire, and we have got to update that at the CEO's Way because it is at She's Creating an Empire. But anyways, you can find us on Instagram. You can obviously find us on Facebook. I'm really excited. I wanted to put this event together today to go over what it takes to create a millionairess mindset. Many of you are working very hard. You're working diligently. You're raising your families. You're learning about money. If you're in our online income accelerator, or what used to be called the Financial Fitness Academy, you're learning how to keep your money, make your money grow, add multiple streams of income. That is the actual foundation of creating that millionairess mindset. So we have to think about money in a very different and unique way if we're going to break free from the patterns that have held us where we're at. And I'm going to start there because here's the reality. I just got back from the beach. Don't know if you guys can tell us, I'm a little greasy. But the reality is I'm at the beach and we're, talking about retirement. We're talking about the retirees that are there and the reason people make decisions and how they make their decisions. And most people, the best that they can hope for is to go away for a month a year in their retirement. And Greg and I set out to create a much different life. When I was a broke, homeless, single mom, I decided that I didn't want to be trapped in the cycle of not enough money. And it's been a struggle. Like, I've had to learn and grow and change so that I could get better each and every day. Now, there's a couple of secrets when it comes to really unlocking that millionairess mindset. Number one, we have to look at our programming. We really need to acknowledge where we're starting from. So what money patterns have been handed down to you? Have you been taught that there's more than enough money? Have you been taught that it comes easily and frequently? Have you been taught that it's everywhere all of the time? Or have you been taught that money doesn't grow on trees? There's not enough. We can't afford that, right? Because both of those records play and create results, because money is energy, right? Money is energy, and energy creates momentum. And when you have momentum, that's what unlocks abundance. That's what really brings more results upon us. So for example, if you've got a lack mentality and you're create momentum in that lack mentality because you're constantly talking to yourself like that, about that, for that, etc., well, guess what? You're never going to break free. And it's very clear that what you sow, you will reap, right? That's pick any book on the planet that's about personal development, mindset, religion. They're going to tell you that what you think about comes about. The seed you sow is the harvest that you reap. And so we have to really take a look at, where are we currently in our mindset? Are we in fear or faith? There's a really good book called Outwitting the Devil. It's probably not what you're thinking, but you should go read it. And the reason it's so powerful is because that, he talks about how we choose faith or fear, right? We really do choose faith or fear in everything we do all day long throughout life. So have you been choosing faith when it comes to money, or have you been choosing fear? When you think about money, do you worry or do you get excited? Do you feel abundant already? A lot of people, when I make that much money, then I'm going to be happy. Or when I, hit that rank, then I'm going to be happy. Or, as I grow my coaching business, that's when I'm going to be happy. And the reality is, you don't get the result before you get the happiness. You actually have to be in an attitude of gratitude, in abundance, in being able to attract that before it's going to appear in your hand, right? Hold it in your mind and you can hold it in your hand. So Think and Grow Rich says that you cannot sit at a fire, at a stove, and a wood burning stove, and tell it to give you heat before you light it. It doesn't work like that. Well, that's how money is. Money is a friend to those who are abundant, and it is an enemy to those who live in fear. So just do a little checklist, mental assessment. Okay, what have I been doing? What have I been thinking about money? Really ask yourself, do I feel good about money? When I go to the bank, or when I check on my bills, or when I'm, whatever, are you happy about money? Do you have a friendly relationship with money? Do you love money? Now, I know you've been taught that loving money is the root of all evil, but what I'm saying is, do you have an abundant relationship with money? Or are you fearful about it? Are you chasing it away because you feel like there's not enough, or there's never going to be enough, or you're never going to figure it out? All of these things lead you away from the result that you're looking to get. So that's number one. Number two, and it's really, really important that you understand this, we have to play on the offense, not the defense. So when you're learning to trade, if you are learning to trade through our community, or if you're, out there in the markets or in anything you do, if you're building a portfolio of any kind, if you're building a retirement plan, of course, asset protection is a big part of creating wealth. That's not what I'm talking about when I say play on the offense. Most people, not some, most people are playing not to lose. They're not playing to win. They're not going all in. They're not giving it everything they have. They're actually playing not to lose. And when you play not to lose, you don't ever play all out. And the only way to escalate, elevate, and, unlock that momentum in your life is all out energy. I've done a lot of coaching over the years, and I've done it myself over and over and over again. I know exactly how to get the results I want. It's an all in, leave it all on the field mentality. If you guys have ever had that feeling where you've got the all in mentality, I want you guys to think about, were you in momentum? Was it easier for you to create momentum, right? Was it easier for you to see what was going on? So I really want for you to, second question you have to ask yourself, am I playing all out, all in, leave it all on the field offense to score? Or have I been playing defense, trying to protect myself from wanting too much? Or some people think that they have to protect their energy. But I will tell you right now, momentum creates energy, right? When you're in momentum, it's a self-generating energy. So you don't have to worry about burning out. So long as you're doing, self-care and you're taking a day off a week, you don't have to worry about burning out, because momentum is its own energy. It creates more of the same, right? Remember, what you plant, you reap. So if you plant momentum, you reap momentum. It just comes back over and over. It's like a, what do you call those? Water wheel. And as it goes around, it creates energy, and the water it's just a self-generating machine. So that's number two. And look at this. Inger says, just got handed a Psychology Today article saying that there's no proof in belief. Keep getting told it's not putting God first and it's dying to self. Oh boy. Okay, well, here's the reality. I'm going to tell you what. God gave you faculties. That's what happened. He said you can choose faith or you can choose fear. Life or death is in the power of your tongue. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. You choose faith or fear. Why did he give you faculties? Because you are an independent, free human being outside of any need for others' opinions. And let me tell you this, if you are going to get wealthy, we cannot listen to those around us. Sorry. I mean, if I listened to people around me, I'd still be a broke, homeless, single mom. That's where I would be. I'd be, not living in a mansion in the sky in Panama. Going to the beach on weekends. Got home today, going to Colombia on Friday. Husband's like, I want to take you Medellin. I'm like, when? He's like, Friday. I'm like, okay, let's go. Right? That is an abundant mindset. Do I have work to do? Yes. But I need you guys to understand your faith, your belief is all that you have to create your future. We were driving by a school on the way home, and Greg goes, man, the schools here look like prisons. I'm like, that's because they are prisons. They're prisons of the imagination. School is designed to shut down your imagination and turn you into what? A good little employee. Because if you're a good little employee, you can be a cog in the system. They can take more money from you in taxes. It's all planned. It's okay. That's the system. Education is, and we were saying how much we appreciate education. It's important, but your imagination, your faith, your belief, it's all you got. So I really want for you guys to understand that you get to choose independent. And if you're a person that has a negative bent, where's my people that tend to worry about everything? Where's my worriers? Drop a 1 in the chat if you're a worrier. Drop a 2 if you're super analytical. Drop a 3 if you tend towards the negative. 1, 2, 3, right? Just if you tend towards the negative. The reason this is so important, you have to. It is a must. if you want to build wealth, reprogram your brain. You have to reprogram your mind. You have to. How do you do that? Books you listen to, tapes you listen to, books you read, places you go, events you attend. Proximity is power, right? You got to expand your mind, right? I love that you guys are being honest about yourself. So that's really cool. So I want you guys to understand that as you're reprogramming your mind, the people around you, they're not going to like it. If you're in a family that has a certain way they do money and you're like, no, I'm going to do money this way, they're not going to like that. If you're in a family that's construction workers and you want to become a yogi and go sit on the mountain somewhere and hold classes, they're not going to like that. If you, if you come from a poor family that doesn't have any money and you're like, I'm going to get the money, they're not going to like that, right? Like your family may not agree with you. Now you have to decide, are you a sovereign being? Why does She's Creating an Empire exist in the first place? Women have been groomed to what? Sit under men, literally do what they're told, sit down, be quiet, be good. But the reality is you were born for greatness. You have sovereignty. You have the faculties of sovereignty. Sovereignty means you are your own being. You get to choose your destiny. And actually, you are meant to do business, trade, invest, travel, wear the finest clothes, right? You were born for it. So if we have the ability to build wealth, if we have the ability to become sovereign, if we have the ability, now don't get me wrong, my husband and I, we do the money together, right? But trust me, if he's not here, I'm good, right? And I want that for you too. I want for you to know your own sovereignty and your own power. So that's number 2. Number 3, I want to make sure that you guys understand that building wealth is a journey. And there's going to be times where you're so in the flow. It's going to feel so good, right? In the flow. And then something's going to happen. You're going to get knocked out of the flow. And you'll know because inside of your soul, inside of your being, you're going to feel sick. Maybe people around you get hurt or, you're acting out or you're angry or, you can't figure out what's wrong or you start overeating or you start over drinking or some people take pills. Like there's all ways that people step out of the flow. But remember, what did I just say? Who's stepping out of the flow? Hear what I just said? So if you're stepping out of the flow, right? Something happens, a real life incident, right? My mom was in the hospital for a month, knocked me out of the flow by a lot, right? But I was in a position because I'm a sovereign being to do what? Choose to get back in the flow. So how do I do that? Well, I have to take care of myself. I have to do what fills my soul. I have to eat good food. I need to rest. I just went to the beach. Like I have to take care of me and then I can get myself back in the flow. The other thing that I really need you to hear, you must have a definite purpose. Every single one of you is born for a reason. You are born for a reason. You were put on this planet at this time in the family you're in for a reason. And you have to determine what your definite of purpose is going to be. I've decided to help women become sovereign beings, build online businesses, grow wealth, teach their daughters how to do the same, get free from shame and guilt and fear, heal their bodies, right? That's important to me. Healing the body is important. Healing the mind is important. Healing the heart is important. Getting a voice, important. Stepping out from underneath control of a society that has literally been crushing women's spirits forever, right? Like you getting to the place. You guys understand? I don't have a button that says, oh, I shouldn't say that because of whatever. If I feel like I should say it, I say it. Why? Because I've gotten free from the inner critic and from the outer critic. When you don't have an enemy on the inside, you can't have an enemy on the outside. People can take from you. So what? So what? Are you serious? 10 grand? I'll get it back, right? The other day we were talking about crypto. You guys, crypto market's going crazy right now. And Greg's like, well, I don't know about this move. And I'm like, well, here's the way I would measure it. How much is the biggest loss you could take? It's like, well, probably only 10 grand. I'm like, we make 10, I can make 10 grand in 2 minutes. What are we talking about? Right? This feels like a virtual hug. I love it. Okay. So here's the reality. How are you thinking about your sovereignty, about your definiteness? Oh my goodness, of purpose, right? She's creating an empire. We certify coaches because women, watch this. How many of you on here today, if you could be empowered and knew how to coach other women to become sovereign, wealthy, financially fit individuals, you would want to do that? Drop a 10 in the chat if you want to first get yourself free and on the way help other women get free. Drop a 10K in the chat if that's you. Because we created a coach certification program because what we found was all these women wanted to do it, but they didn't know how to do it. They didn't know how to grow an online business. They didn't know how to get started as a coach. They didn't know how to collect the money. They didn't know how to run the systems. They didn't know how to do any of it, right? Like they're just like mind officially blown. Like, I don't know what to do. So we started this coach certification program. 87 coaches rushed in. 87 coaches. The coach certification has not been open, and I think it's over a year. Correct me if I'm wrong. My team is on here. But you guys, look at that. All of you want to help other women. All of you. All of you want to help other women because that's what we're born to do. We're born to learn, do, and teach. We're born to create community. We're born to create family. We're born to deal with the heart issues and the mind issues. That's what we're born to do. And so create culture, right? And I'm so sick of the bro culture. You guys, like I went to an event. It was amazing. Like my mind was blown. Like really, I went to a mastermind event, but it was for sure a bro culture built for men by men. And I want a place that's built for women by women. Will Greg eventually work with us? Most likely, because men are asking all the time, well, how can I get Greg? How can I get Greg? How do I get, the couples thing? And how do we do this? And we'll get there. Don't worry. Right now, we have to create some sovereign women who can stand on their own bloody 2 feet, say no to a world that's trying to push them in a corner, learn to live life on their own terms, get their voice, live out loud, call other women to do the same, right? So if you are in a place where you don't know what your definite of purpose is so much, like Shanda Wright, she's one of our senior coaches. You guys know Shanda if you've been around for 5 minutes. She didn't have her own definite purpose when she started. She grabbed onto the She's Creating an Empire mission, and she's like, yes, because she wants to teach other women. So she starts teaching, she starts doing, she becomes a coach, she starts making money, she starts helping other women make money. And all of a sudden, now her definite purpose is coming forward, coming forward, coming forward, coming forward. Guess what? It lines up even more with She's Creating an Empire. But until you start doing, you're never going to know. And that's what I'm here to call you today. If you are not on the track of your life purpose and you don't have a definite, crystal clear purpose yet, I want you to stay tuned. It's very important that you stay plugged into these events. You get into our programming, whether it's, the Online Income Accelerator, if you're just starting out, the momentum group, which is in 40 minutes, right? It's a mastermind where we get you making money online, building a brand, learning about it, or the CEO I'm back. All righty. Let's see if we can get this thing going. There we go. I love the internet. Okay, so what I was saying was if you don't have a definite purpose yet, maybe coach certification is the right next step for you. Maybe you need to get around women, get around a mission, use our curriculum, learn what we know, go help others learn it too, right? You can make a good side income, side hustle, or even full-time income as a coach if that's what you wanted to do, right? But we're opening the doors for the coach program right now. And we're going to have it open. And I'm not sure when I'm going to close it. I'm going to give it 2 weeks. We'll see what happens. I feel like we're going to have a coach event at the end of March. We'll keep you posted. But if you want more information on becoming a coach, I want you to book a strategy call with Shanda because she's the one that does the coach intake interviews, right? She does this quick little 20-minute, is it right for you? Are you right for us? To make sure that you're even a fit, right? And you get all the details, etc. But here's the reality. That we are on a mission to impact 1 million women's lives, and we can't do that on our own. And you know people that need this, your daughters, your friends, your sisters, your mothers, your aunts, the women in your life need this information as much as you do. So what we're going to be doing this year is really focusing on creating a strong tribe of coaches that are willing and able to go out and promote the precepts, the concepts of She's Creating an Empire, teaching women how to become financially sovereign, right? To become sovereign in their own minds and their own spirits and their own souls, right? And so I'm really excited that we're going to be able to do a coach intake right now. So if you guys are, one of the ones that said, I would love to teach that, I want you to drop the word strategy in the chat if you are not a coach yet, but you would like to talk to somebody about becoming a coach so that Shanda can just see who you are, right? There's a link there that you can go ahead and book that link. Or book a call with her on that link. But I want you guys to understand that we work very closely with our coaches. Once a month, we have a coach huddle. We get together. We decide what what you guys are promoting. We give you materials. Like there's a business accelerator. We do all of that stuff. Now, I think what I might do is figure out, that's awesome, Anne, I see you, thank you. Facebook user, the first one that dropped strategy, your name is not showing. So can you please put your name, put strategy and your name so that we know who you are? I love it. Okay, so I want you guys to understand that as a coach, we work together tightly as a community. You're going to get sales training, you're going to get online business training, you're going to get all different kinds of stuff, but also with our top coach package, you actually get the momentum group as well. So now you're getting 4 months of business coaching, branding, social media, so that you can learn to build the life of your dreams. I'm dead serious about this. If you are, wherever you are, you can keep your job, keep doing what you do. You can stay in real estate. You can stay in, a secretary. You can be a stay-at-home mom. You keep doing your job. This is outside of that. I'm going to teach you time management secrets so that you can actually build the life that you want to live, travel the world, be free, be in a place where when somebody needs money, you can give it to them. We just had a situation where somebody in our lives needs money, and so we're able to give them money, right? We're very generous people. We try very hard to be generous with our money because we know it's not really our money, right? We're a pathway for money because we understand money is energy. So I love it. So that's so good. Well, welcome, guys. We're going to make sure that you guys get a strategy call. Please grab that link and get it booked right away. Shanda's calendar fills up very, very quickly. So you want to make sure you get on there. We're going to be doing something very special in May 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. We have our very first She's Creating an Empire retreat in Panama. I am so excited. We only have limited spots. It is going to sell out. So if you do not, registration is going to open this Friday. If you want to be at the Panama retreat, I want you to drop the word Panama in the chat, and we'll make sure that Shanda gets you in the announcement group because it will sell out. And I'm very excited. We're going to be doing a white party, a hot pink party, 2 days of business training. We're going to have, social media training and online business, funnels, marketing, mindset, all of that good stuff. We're also going to have special dinners. We're also going to one of the top beaches in the entire world, Sandblast Islands. We're going to go as a group. It's totally safe, amazing. We've been there a couple times. You're going to get the best footage for social media. I'm so excited for it. So that's also coming up. As a coach, any coach that gets started now, between now and the time we close the doors, you're going to get a VIP session with me and some of our other top coaches at that event. Okay. So if you get started, we're going to have a very private VIP for our new coaches. All right. So I am so excited, guys, because the reality is, as you start to shift your mindset, as you start to do the things that we've been talking about, the assessment, what your relationship is with money, what tape has been playing, faith or fear, what's going on for you, what do you believe is true about your mission? If you don't know what your mission is, do not feel bad. We are here to help you uncover it. We're here to help you design a life that you can deliver your magic into the world. Maybe you have a program you want to teach. Maybe you have a coaching you want to do. Maybe you're, I met a CPA last night in the pool. He's like, how do you guys make your money online? I'm like, dude, let me show you how. I could have this guy making a couple $100,000, no joke, a couple $100,000 a year, part-time, 10 hours a week, maybe, right? With his knowledge. And he's like, well, I just don't know how to do it. I'm like, yeah, well, I can show you. Like, honestly, it's not hard. So when right, it's like speaking Chinese. Speaking Chinese is hard if you don't know how to do it. If you know how to do it, it's not hard. Two-year-olds do it all the time. Okay. So when we get around people, proximity is power. That's why we're holding the Panama retreat. That's why we have the coaching certification. That's why we have the momentum group in the CEO school. Proximity is power. Guys, I have literally learned to set myself free. Shame, condemnation doesn't work on me. I don't use it on other people. I am free of judgment. I don't care if you judge me. It's not my business. I don't judge you. I don't need to. You're not my business, right? What's my business? 10 million this year. That's my business. What's your business? What is your mindset on? And that's the final tip that I'm going to leave with you guys. If you have a definite purpose and if you have a definite chief aim, that means you have a goal that is concrete. I want this amount of money by this date, right? Does it mean you're going to have a weight loss goal? Sure, you can. Doesn't mean you're going to have a relationship goal. For sure. My kids, when I had kids at home, my kids got a date with me each and every week. It was in my schedule. I date my husband twice a week still after 15 years. We go on 2 dates a week. We go away every quarter by ourselves. We take random trips to Medellin, right? I still build my business. My definite purpose does not change. $10 million in 2023. It's all I think about, all I focus on. I still make all the rest of life work. But I know that because I'm solely focused, my energy is in creation, right? The things that I need come to me. The people I need come to me, right? So you guys, oh, I love it, Carly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. She's coming. Yeah, that's so good. Okay, the Panama dates are May 25th to the 28th. You will want to be here on the 25th and you will not want to leave until the 29th. Okay, because it's a full and it's going to be so fun. Guys, I just want to give a shout out here. This retreat moving forward will probably be between $5,000 and $6,000 minimum. This one is $2,500. And if you want to add a spouse, which means you're a married partner or a common law partner or a kid, it's $1,000 add-on. It will never, ever be that price again. I promise you. Okay, so I'm just letting you know, if you guys want to attend, Panama's a beautiful country, amazing. But I want you to understand the reason we're doing it is so that you can get proximity to people who have done what you're trying to do and focus on your chief aim. You're going to come out of that retreat. You're going to come out of the CEO school or the momentum group with an actual business plan to make your chief aim happen. If you want to make $100,000 this year, you need a business plan. How are you going to make that happen? What packages are you selling? If you're in network marketing, how are you going to do it? If you're a coach, how are you going to do it? If you're a consultant, how are you going to do it? Right? You guys, this is what we do. This is what we do. So 2 things up for grabs right now. You get to go to the Panama retreat. You drop Panama in the chat. Or if you want more information on the coaching program, you've already put coach in there. Or if you haven't put it in there yet, drop coach. Grab that strategy call link. If you can put it up again, Cassie, please. Grab the strategy call link to book with Shanda to get that preliminary chat going. She's going to explain to you the coaching program, what it entails, how to get started. She'll probably get you enrolled right there if it's a fit. And then you guys are going to have that VIP coaching for that VIP coaching event at the retreat with me and some of our top coaches. So with that, I am so excited that you guys were here. I hope that adds value to your heart, to your mind, to your soul, that you can get connected to our community who is dead set and serious about transforming women's lives globally, right? We need Spanish-speaking coaches. We need German-speaking coaches. I don't speak Spanish and I don't speak, well, poquito, tiny bit of Spanish. I need coaches that can take this to the Spanish market. I need coaches that can take it to the German market. You're going to be the spear of all of it. It's a really big deal. The other thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be grooming a team within She's Creating an Empire to go to events, different events globally. We'll go together. We'll show up in our gear. We're going to recruit with how do I say that? We're going to spread the message, recruit, right? For She's Creating an Empire at these different events. Because here's the thing that I hear the most, wherever I am, it's usually at a men's event. It's usually a man running the event. And women are attracted to me like diamonds, like just boom. Because I believe we're in a very unique place. Women are working harder than they've ever worked. They're earning less than they should be earning. They're paying more to live than they've ever paid. They don't have any freedom. Their souls are dying, right? They're doing everything they know how to do to get ahead. They're trying to love their families. They're trying to show their kids a better way to live. But you can't say to your kids you can be, do, and have anything you set your mind to if you're not willing to do it yourself. So I'm so grateful that you're here. I love you guys. I love it. Aw, you found me 6 years ago. That must be, we have to help. I think that's Regina. Yeah, Regina's life has changed. Okay, so love you guys. I will see you next week, of course. If you're in the Momentum group, we have a meeting in half an hour. If you're not in the Momentum group yet, and you are wanting more information on our programs, you can also book a strategy call because it is time for you to step up and move forward. We love you. We'll see you soon, okay? Bye for now.